Hi everyone! Are you ready for the part 4 and the last part of Mars in the Signs videos? So this is the last part. Today I'm going to talk about Mars in Capricorn, Mars in Aquarius and Mars in Pisces. So if you have your Mars placed in any other sign, please go and check the other videos. And if you have Mars in one of these 3 planets, or you have someone that you know that has Mars in one of these 3 planets, stay here with me and let's talk about these 3 signs. Let's go. Mars in Capricorn. People with Mars in Capricorn, they are serious. It can be a bit slow Mars, but when they start something and they commit with something, they take that till the end. You can trust that someone with Mars in Capricorn, if you give them a task to do, they compromise with that task, they will take that to the end because they have energy, capacity to start things and finish things. They are good in those more serious professions where they need to be responsible, organized, disciplined, everything that is a bit heavier, those professions that are a bit difficult to do, they have capacity to do it. They are very good like CEOs or managers or anything that is a bit more serious, that is more career focused. They are very good in those professions, like executives or like the managers or owners of a big company. You know, those big structures that need to be put in movement, they need to be taken forward. They are good in these type of professions. They like to kind of save their energy. So if they think that something is not really worth doing, they are not really going to start. They don't even start that because they like to save their energy. So if they start something, they are actually committed with that. They see a goal in that. They see a purpose in that. And then they are capable of doing it. But if they don't see why they should be doing that, or if they see that's a waste of time, they won't do it. It's not something that they will even start. People with Mars in Capricorn can be also politicians or people that have a goal and they work towards that goal. They like to know that their energy is being put in something that is worth it. So in their action, in their profession, in their careers, they are very serious people. I would also say they are trustable people. So imagine if you are a boss and you are hiring someone, it's good to take a look at their Mars just to see how this person is more likely to behave. If you have a company where people need to be quite serious about their job, they need to have energy to take things forward. If you see someone with Mars in Capricorn, it's one indication that probably that person will be good doing that type of job. Of course, we can't forget the rest of the Natal Chart, and we can't forget about our intuition about someone, but this is just like a piece and another help that you can use if you are in that situation. If you have Mars in Capricorn, choose a profession that keeps you interested in the long term. It's not something that you do a part-time here, part-time there. People with Mars in Capricorn, they like more to start something and take it to the end. They have that capacity, that energy to take things forward, to materialize things, like to build things. They are very disciplined. So just an example, imagine a man with Mars in Capricorn. It's not a man that is easily seductive. He's a man more like his corner, he sees, you feel the presence of that man, and he's not the type of man that, like goes with everyone, and is not as much like that. He's a man that only goes with that person if he wants to, because they have energy for that. And women as well, in their action, you see that women with Mars in Capricorn, they are very assertive. You feel the power of that woman when she does something. So if you have Mars in Capricorn, you have energy to get those professions that is like managers, CEOs, hard professions that sometimes almost no one wants to do it because they don't have capacity to take that forward, but you do have capacity to do that. So something more serious, something that doesn't mean that is like heavy, but is something more that you can start, you see a goal in it, and you want to take that forward, and you is something that goes with you along your life. It doesn't mean that you need to be always in the same type of job. It's not that. Is the energy that I'm talking about. And this is in the big things, but also can happen in the little things. Normally people with Mars in Capricorn, if they decide they're going to do something around the house, it might take a while for them to start to do that. Imagine they need to fix a table. It might take ages for them to start, but when they start, they want to know where that thing is going. They want to do it properly, and they want the table to look good. So that's an example. So Mars in Capricorn is this. We do need people with Mars in Capricorn because there are things in this world that need to have a start, a middle, and an end. And people with Mars in Capricorn are very good doing that. Mars in Aquarius, it's a very humanitarian Mars. People with Mars in Aquarius, they like to work in teams. They like to work for a cause, even if it's like a humanitarian cause or like an innovative cause. They are always around like new technologies or new things or different things. They are very future focused. So like everything that is new, or they are very good in working with technologies or innovation, revolution. People with Mars in Aquarius probably are those people that are starting manifestations on the streets because they don't agree with something, because something needs to be changed for humanity. People with Mars in Aquarius are very humanity focused. Their action is to benefit the humankind or to benefit a group, or they like to work with others. They are not like the selfish type. I'm going to do this just for myself. Normally they are not like that. They are like, okay, my action is going to help this person, or is going to help this group, it's going to help this cause. So they are very good in doing those type of things. Mars also talks about our sexuality. People with Mars in Aquarius, they are not the type of people to get stuck in a relationship for too long. They preserve a lot their freedom, and they like different people. They are not the type of person to stay in a relationship or for too long or in the same type of relationship. So if they stay in a relationship, that relationship needs to be changing all the time, even if it's with the same person, but is always changing. Like the person is always changing, or what they do is always changing. It needs to have an innovative energy even in the relationship. Otherwise, the person with Mars in Aquarius will get tired of it and will move on. They are quick in detaching from people if they need to. Someone with Mars in Aquarius likes to experiment things, and they need to experiment things. I see people with Mars in Aquarius, those type of people that their profession, it's like a crazy profession. Like imagine they are instructors of skydive, or they are the ones that came up with the latest technology and they are implementing that in their company. They are very innovative. So if you have this Mars, always stay in professions or do professions that are all very different, like the skydive, very adventurous, or inside of your company. Always try to bring this energy out of you that is in innovation, that is talking with your boss and say, I think we should do this in there because this will benefit this group of people. Always bring innovation, and don't stay in a job or profession that doesn't allow you to do this, because it's not going to make you happy. Mars in Pisces. And Mars in Pisces is not one of the most positive placements for Pisces. This because Mars is the action, is the power, impulsiveness, everything that is like, has this energy. And Pisces is the opposite, is the more intuitive, more the sacrifice type, sacrificing for others. Sometimes what we say is Mars in Pisces is like cutting water with a knife. And you can see here the Mars energy on the knife and the water on the Pisces. People with Mars in Pisces, they can disperse a lot. They are very missionaries. They can sacrifice themselves for things and people. It's a very missionary Mars. If they have like a higher philosophy or ideal, it's very good to work towards that ideal. But if people with Mars in Pisces, they don't have an ideal or something to work for in life, they can disperse a lot, and that can be very difficult and dramatic for people with Mars in Pisces, because they can go down that road of like abuse of substance and dispersion, not having a goal, not knowing what to do with their lives, not know why they are here. Is the type of person that starts something and has difficulty in finishing it. So if you have Mars in Pisces, try to have conscious of this, that your action, when you want to act, it's a bit diluted in the water of Pisces. So what you can do is you can get a bit of the opposite of Pisces, that is Virgo, and bring that a bit to you. So a bit more focus, a bit more goal, a bit more organization. And when you have that in you, you can use your intuition to guide you towards that. What you should avoid doing is not having a goal to work for and then be constantly dispersive, not knowing where to go, because that can bring you even some mental problems. So first thing, what do I want to achieve? What I would like to achieve. You don't need to be absolutely certain of what you want, but at least start small. What do I want to do today? What do I want to achieve today? End of the day, I want to have done 3 tasks, and then you write them and then you tick them. And then along the life, you're going to do that. So in a year's time, I would like to have finished this course. And then you do, and after a year, you have that course done. Because if you don't have this type of goal, it is very easy for you to get dispersed and end up feeling you're not doing anything with your life. That can make you feel very lonely as well. People with Mars in Pisces, they are very mystic, very connected. They have a very good intuition. So if you have Mars in Pisces, you can use that intuition to guide you to connect spiritually or philosophically. What do you want? Because you have that energy in you. And if you know how to use well your Mars in Pisces, it's amazing. Because if you are going in a direction that is not really what you want, you will feel straight away. So you will give a step back, you even meditate, try to connect and see, where should I be going? And go in that direction. So it's a very positive Mars if you know how to work with that energy. If you go down the road of not know exactly what to do with that energy, it can be very difficult to find focus and find what you're doing here in this earth. So we have finished Mars in the signs. Yay! Very good. So I hope this helped you. It helped me a lot to understand how I do things, how I should do things, what type of profession it should be for me. And some time ago, I learned that professions, it doesn't matter what you're actually doing, but the energy of what you're doing, and especially the environment where you are working. Imagine me, I have Mars in Virgo, but imagine that I'm going to work in a care home. If that care home allows me to express my energy, so if things are tidy, are organized, have a checklist to be done, people actually follow that checklist. So if everything, even in the care home, that is more of a, I would say more of a Mars in Cancer type of environment, but me with Mars in Virgo, if I go to a care home and I have that type of environment, that type of energy, more Virgo, it's okay to work there, because I would feel at home. I would feel like, yeah, this is good. This has Virgo energy. And what I'm trying to say with this is, it doesn't matter the what you are doing, but the how you do it. You can be a teacher and be super fun, super creative and different with a Mars in Leo, or you can be a teacher and you can have Mars in Capricorn, where you teach more the discipline, the respect, the start something and finish it. So it's very important to understand your profession at the moment. Does that profession represent you or it doesn't? Because we spend majority of our lives, of our adult lives, working. If you have a certain type of Mars and the job or environment that you are in doesn't correspond with this energy, it's literally a torture on your energy every day, all the time. So if that is happening with you now, you need to do the shift. First, find your Mars, find what type of energy you have, and then try to, even if you need to experiment loads of professions until you find that one that represents you, your job, more than do you like it or you don't like it, because sometimes you will like it, sometimes you won't like it. But is a deeper question. Does your job represent you? Stay that with you and try to answer. The present one represents you? If not, it's time to start to change. I hope you enjoyed this series. I'm planning on doing other planets. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestion, and I will talk about that, because astrology is literally the GPS of our lives. Thank you so much. Bye.